Moin Moin, and thank you for tuning in. So one of the key questions that I often discuss with my clients is, why is UX important after all? So convincing stakeholders of the importance. Well, one key element to see here is obviously the business value of employee experience. And there are a lot of different studies out there. It's growing that prove the real connection between employee experience, customer experience, and also outcomes like revenue or profit. But that's not what I want to focus on here. That's a different video, and feel free to check that out. What I'm really interested to discuss with you today here is the human perspective to that. So think of employee experience as a human has a certain need, a certain goals at work, and interacts with the organization to fulfill these needs and goals, right? So let's take that example in a non-work environment for a second. Think of a coffee shop. A person enters a coffee shop. There are needs and goals. So you want to have a nice tasting coffee. It should be easy to order. It should maybe be fun to order, to interact with the people. You want to have the payment easy with the cashier. You may also want to log into a Wi-Fi and sit down in a comfortable chair. So all of these are needs and goals. And then the way they are fulfilled depends on whether you have a good experience or not so good experience. Now, first thing to note is that this environment that you're interacting with is very simple. It's very simple. There's not a lot of things going on in that environment, right? Not a lot of people to interact with, not a lot of things to interact with. And the second thing is, well, if you had a bad experience, what will happen? You will most likely not go back to that coffee shop. So you simply choose another service. Now, think of the work environment and the employee experience. The ecosystem of work is much more complex than the one in the coffee shop, right? First of all, you have much more diverse needs and goals. They are professional. They also merge with private goals. So you want to balance your work and your life. And then the interactions are also much more diverse, right? There are a lot of systems that you're interacting with, a lot of different people, your workplace, the office, the building, so many things that you need to get right as an organization to create good employee experience. But what happens if an organization does not get employee experience right? Well, people cannot simply leave immediately. They will eventually. But what immediately will happen is that the productivity of people goes down and the engagement levels go down. So you have disengaged, less productive employees that eventually will then probably also leave the company if you're not getting employee experience right. And just look at the Great Resignation in the US. You really do not want to lose people, especially core talent, and you don't want them to be less productive. So what do you consider the value of employee experience? Really interested to hear your perspective as well. So please leave your comment below and really looking forward to discuss.